Hey guys, Moldran here. Today I want to talk about what changes are coming to Reap of Souls in terms of how you can prepare for the expansion. Like, should you save up on some materials, should you sell some materials, should you sell your gear now, and so on. And first I'm going to start with the Mystic. Now, and gold in general. Now the Mystic, you have the ability to reroll the items, and as you can see here, the more you reroll it, the more it's gonna cost. It's actually a 20% increase. So if I would reroll this FX here, it would cost 20% more the next time, in addition to the crafting materials. So there is a big gold sink in the expansion, because if you really want to have the best gear, you have to use the Mystic to reroll your items. And even if it starts at, let's say, 500,000 gold, if it goes up by 20%, you know, all the time, if you do like 20 rerolls, that's a lot of gold that you have to spend. So a lot of people think like they should sell their gold now because it's going to be worthless, but I think it's the other way around. Gold actually, like I lost 300 million gold since I played the expansion. Now, there are good ways to make gold, like bounties and so on. You can make millions of gold, but it also depends on difficulty. And right now a lot of people are playing Torment 6, the highest difficulty, because of some kind of exploit and stuff. But I think this is going to be fixed, and I really think it's worth to like transfer over some gold to Reap of Souls. Because let's face it, like in Reap of Souls, gold is not tradable anymore. If I would try to trade with another player, the gold, I wouldn't be able to put it in a trade window. Because this is one part of the philosophy of everything making self-found. And this means you can't buy gold anymore on the auction house or third-party websites or bots. You can't even get gold from your friends as a gift and stuff. So this is something you have to be really careful. Now, about the gem combiner, there are many new gems, and you can see like this is not really implemented yet, because Marquise Diamond costs 20 million gold to craft, Imperial costs 50 million, but then it's 10, which probably means it's a placeholder, and it's going to be like 100 million gold to craft this, or maybe 200 million gold to craft this, and this is going to be pretty expensive. And let's not forget, like unsocketing a Marquise gem is still really expensive. It costs 5 million, as you can see here, per gem. So just removing those two gems and changing them to something else would cost me 10 million gold, which is a lot. And maybe the price to like unsocket even higher tier gems is even higher. Now, a lot of people asking me, should I save gems until the expansion? I'm gonna show you something quickly, and the answer is no. Here you can see those are the gems that I just found in a couple of days of playing. They are much better than anything. Actually, Marquise gems drop very, very frequently. And I'm gonna open those 5 bags just to demonstrate, like, those are like rewards from bounties, like, that you can do in, let's say, 10 minutes. In 10 minutes you can get 5 of those bags. And if I open them, you can see there's a bunch of gem here. There's a Marquise Diamond, there's a Marquise Amethyst, a Marquise Topaz, another Amethyst, an Emerald. Then there's an Imperial Ruby, which is better than Marquise. But even that you can find here. And if you pick up everything here, we can see like how many gems I just got from like 10 minutes of doing bounties. Now, the question is, like, the gem price hasn't really been going down so far. And what's the reason for that? You can see like this is 5, 10, 11, 12 gems. And yeah, the gem price hasn't really been going down. Why is that? I mean, of course a lot of people are trying to sell the gems now, but like, the reason why it's not going down is because no one is buying it. Like, now knowing this, it would be really stupid to buy gems on live servers, except maybe a ruby to like level the paragon faster. But other than that, like, you should try to get rid of your gems, because you know they drop like this. Like at level 60 you can already find Marquise diamonds, and those are the new gems if you haven't seen them yet. Increased damage against elites, reduces cooldown reduction, which is a pretty cool stat, but you know, sometimes overpowered if you stack it too much, like most of the things in Reaper of Souls. But what's really good here is the all resist. Now, for example, why am I getting all resist on all my defensive gems, like all my armor gems is all resist? Well, you can make a choice between 62 or 66 all resist or 66 vitality. And I'm going to show you the toughness difference just from 2 gems. From 2 gems. Because it's a huge difference, because with gear, for example, you have here 800 vitality, here you have 700, here you have 400, here you have 400, so it's really easy to get like strength with vitality on pieces. But you only have like 87 all resist here. You only have 90 all resist here. So all resist is much harder to get. And this also shows in terms of like how the EHP is being calculated. Because let's say, now my toughness is 19.5 million. And if I remove those 2 gems and put in Marquise gems, you can see it goes down from 19.5 to 17.7. So I lose like 2 million HP or roughly 10%, which is a lot. And now I have to pay the 10 million gold. Just in case you're wondering, there's no cost yet to unsocket this because there's nothing being programmed yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to cost more than unsocketing Marquis gems. So as far as gold is concerned, it's probably worth it to like transfer over as much gold as you can. Don't try to sell your gold. Gems on the other hand, get rid of them. Gear on the other hand, get rid of it. If you still have any good items left, like you can see, like everything I replaced. There are those super sick, amazing legendaries. You remember the Obsidian Ring of Zodiac from Diablo 1, and I think it was also in Diablo 2. That was my favorite ring in Diablo 1. It's like duped all the time, but it was really strong, you know, and fun to have. Look at those rare items. 3000 DPS one-handed. Those are just a few examples. That's actually one of the items I kept, Ice Climbers. I can actually even reroll them to better stats. Same with the Mempo. But other than those two items, I replaced everything. This belt here has 11% chance to block, high strength, vitality, % life, and armor. The values are just crazy on those new legendaries. And you can see here I have 7k strength and 6k vitality with 980,000 HP. And yeah, so the gear, bye gear. Like I'm really feeling sorry for like people who spent a lot of money on the game. Let's say for example Heaven, like he spent 7,500 euro on the weapon alone, and everything's gonna be worthless. Like what's his Echo Fury compared to this that I found in one day of playing? But on the other hand, the game should have never been pay to win, so maybe people are gonna have to pay for it now finally. And yeah, apart from that, the game looks really good. What else can you do to repair? Leveling. Now, as far as I've seen so far, it's not that much faster to get experience in Reaper of Souls, even if you farm the same bounties over and over again, which is probably going to be fixed by the time it's releasing. The only way to get a lot of experience right now in the expansion is to farm MP6 or Torment 6, but you know, only bugged classes or bugged abilities or super strong legendary combinations or skills that do way more damage than they should are able to farm Torment 6. And once that's fixed, most people are gonna farm like Torment 1 and Torment 2 for most of the time, and experience there really isn't that great. So unless there's an announcement for ladders coming, which I don't know yet, could be that they are implemented like after the release, it's probably still worth to get your Paragon up. I'm probably gonna get my own Paragon up later this year or next year once I'm a full-time streamer and YouTuber, which is gonna be after I'm back home in Austria. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed those few tips for the expansion. I'm gonna keep making more videos, of course, show you some things, and yeah, hope you guys have a nice week. Thanks for watching. I'll be back.